Today we're going to be talking about what is new in Visual Studio 2013, and we're going to be focusing on the new features around TeamBuild. I'm going to go over to the VM and launch Visual Studio. And we're into our home page. Again, let me expand this out. And within builds themselves, kind of a new feature, but you can see by the other icon, it's easier to navigate through. And one of the features that I really like is able to unlock it from the Team Explorer there. And that way when I do a pending change, I can do a quick change and I can actually run a build right after that, especially if the build is running. That's one of the new features that I have. Let's go back to our home page again, open up the builds. One of the other ones I want to show you today is the new build properties within the actual default template. Now I can actually go through and see exactly the TFS version control, the builds, the test, publish the symbols, and the advance. One feature that I want to really point out here is that now we can actually have the post and pre-build, or pre-build and post-builds, and be able to pass a PowerShell script through them. We can also do that with testing. So when we do a customized build or a customized test, we're able to pass the script, location, and any parameters we have. Very handy because we used to have to customize this before. They have changed the templates. The templates are no longer within the actual build templates themselves. They're actually part of the actual system. And in here, we can download the actual template into our source control and be able to check them back in as we normally did before. They also have changed and streamlined the actual basic template here. This is a look at the basic template, and if you remember before, we used to have to collapse all and then kind of dig through all of the different type of activities. Here they have streamlined. I just opened it up, and here they've actually streamlined the whole workflow all the way through. One thing that I know I used to have to dig for was run MS Build. That was kind of nested in, and now I can just see it pretty quickly. And here again, I have this being able to run that script beforehand. With this, we also have our brand new feature or brand new activities. If I open up that toolbox, you'll see here that they have a bunch of these same ones that we've had before. Just kind of close out a few of these, but they've actually added a bunch of new ones. And I'll be exploring this a little bit more in detail later on. But we do have new activities for the get, being able to go and grab the repositories from there and be able to pull that. So those activities themselves. There's a lot of new features around here, and we don't have time to go into that, but we'll go into different sessions there. When we run a build, pretty much the same. But one thing that we won't see is that we won't see the logging verbosity, and we will be able to get that detail from the diagnostics itself. If I review the actual logs, I get all the detail, and if I go through it, I get everything that build has done, all the actions themselves, which is very handy when you're trying to debug something. Let me expand that out a little bit more. And what I'm looking for is when my PowerShell script ran. And in this case, it's going to be right after that get. And from here, I can see that PowerShell ran at that particular time. It did what it's supposed to do. And I can expand that particular item to get more details if I want to. A lot of great new features. We'll be diving into a bunch more, but that's just a quick overview. We have brand new template designs, much more streamlined. We have the build properties, build process parameters. Those are streamlined, and being able to add our scripts with the arguments in there. And we have this wonderful, be able to pop that out and be able to look at the pending changes or work items that I maybe wanted to work with, and not having to toggle back and through. Well, this is a quick overview of the actual TFS 2012 and in the actual build, the team builds themselves.